What's the biggest game you've ever played in?
Yeah, definitely.
This one is?
This one is. Yeah.
What was it before this?
Last one.
Outside of this year, yeah, I was gonna say outside of this year.
No, in Costa Rica. I played a final there in Costa Rica, and we won it. So that, of course, was important for me. It was my first title, but we make it.
What was the emotion going into that, and how different is it going into this?
Well, there's a lot of pressure, right, through everything. But I think this game, we are not the favorites. I think people doesn't see us as the favorite to win the MLS Cup or not even the Western Conference. So I think that's good for us. We can like do what we know. We do what we know to do better. That is play with the ball. We play a lot better without pressure. I think that's one of the reasons why we're here today in this position, playing against the best team in the league in the final. So I think that's what we made for, and well, hopefully we can make it happen.
And then will you jump on the drums?
Probably. Yeah.
I didn't know if you played an instrument.
From Jorge Iturralde to Josh.
Let's go, Jorge.
He said, can you give us your thoughts about MLS.com giving Austin an 8% in possibilities to be a champ?
I think it's merited given who's left. I think New York City is a defending champ, extremely good team. I think Philadelphia has been, one of the best teams in the league, and LAFC on the other side of it have been the best team this season. So understandable. Don't agree with it, but understandable that we've gotten to this place. And the reality is there's two games, 4 teams, and we're one of the teams that can come from this. So we're excited by the opportunity. Not many people gave us a chance the first time against LA, the second time against LA, or maybe to be in this situation this year. So we run with that. We're quite confident in who we are and believe in what we have been able to build and establish over the course of a season. I don't look at it as a fluke. I mean, we've been in second place, first place for majority of the year. So, some of the things that you hear about the team over the course of time are what they are. These guys come to work every day. They're prepared. They utilize some of that in the background noise, but we stay very committed to who we are. Our inside circle, our family, so to speak, is our family, and that's what's most near and dear to me and the group and the staff. So we got a big challenge on Sunday in LA. The guys are more than excited by it. They have pretty good idea how we can go about that game, and it comes down to execution. In those moments, you need your big players and your stars to step up, which Sebastian's done for us. But as I mentioned, guys before, Ruben, Julio, Alex, Brad, experienced players also need to help carry that weight and lessen the burden on others. But we've been 11. Every time we put an 11 out there, it's about our group. It's about the collective. And the guys that need to come in and help give solutions are also going to be equally important. So we've utilized just about everybody on our roster, and we're going to need them this game as well. So huge challenge, but a welcome challenge.
For Julio, what do you see out of Alex as a captain? Just what do you appreciate about his leadership?
Well, that he doesn't give a shit anything. To be honest, that's him. Nah, it's okay. That's him, and I don't see it bad. I think I think you always need that player on the team, and he's the one. And probably a lot of players from the other teams doesn't like him, but we love him. We love him, and that's because he's our captain, and we defend him like all the time. We go, like I said, we defend each other as like family. And well, I think this is, like I said, it's good to have him in the team as a captain.
One more. Okay. Quickly, so The Athletic reported yesterday that the league's considering a new playoff format for next year. I don't know if you've heard about this. If you have, just kind of initial reaction. They said World Cup style, 8 teams from each conference and group play, then into a knockout stage.
I haven't looked into it terribly much. I like the format that we're in. I think it's been good for the game and obviously puts a premium on how you finish the year, and obviously the single game format that's elimination style I think has been great. So I'll look into it as we conclude this year.
Coach, you were talking kind of the big picture with Bob right out of the gate. Has all this, whether it's the support whether it's been the success on the pitch, has it all come even sooner? Because I know you guys had high expectations. Has it come sooner than you even dreamed?
I don't think we dreamed or had the inclination that we'd be in the Western Conference Final. Again, I think you also have to adjust expectations along the way. I think last year you have expectations of what it's going to look like and feel like coming out the gate. The support has been there and has been tremendous from the get-go. And, to establish from nothing, you're building this team from nothing to come out and play the way that we played, in the first half of last year was quite good. And we lacked some pieces, certainly within our group. We lacked some leadership, and we saw some of the gaps and adjusted that. And we've benefited from first-year growth and certainly the second-year growth. But you get to the playoffs, you give yourself a chance. I've been in this league long enough to know you can get on a run quick. Teams that end the season with momentum can carry that into playoffs. But for us, we've had quality, consistency throughout the year. We have game changers inside our team, and we have good experience throughout the field. And depth is a big part of being able to get to this point. And, it's a one-game type deal. So the fact that we did well enough in the season to get 2 home games gives us a really good chance to keep progressing. And now we have to go on the road, which was another area that we were one of the best in the league this year. And we need to lean hard on that. And, it won't be easy. But do we expect to have success this year? Yes. Was it to play for MLS Cup? We probably didn't think that big. But once you're in the playoffs, everybody has a shot at it. And it's about winning games and moving forward. And that's what we've been able to do in both these games.
Josh, the conversation around the preseason predictions seems to kind of keep rolling on. But do you have any other pieces of paper laminated around the locker room, or
Your name's on a few things in there, Bills. Don't worry. No, I think it's funny that it still goes around. Again, this was Felipe. Felipe's great. He's like the consummate antagonist for MLS. 10 years of doing what he's doing. So he put this together, the experts' predictions, and laminated and put it around the training room. So I merely brought it to the attention of the players, which they already knew. More just to, again, expand on this is where we are. This is what year one brought us, and this is what people believed and thought of us. And it's there's no injustices there. That was their opinions, and rightfully so. But that was February and March. I don't think this has been brought to light by any of us in that way. And again, it just lends to who Felipe is. I mean, he's been getting yellows and reds from the opposition for years, and this is him, continuing to be able to poke that in the media or keep doubting us with some of his commentary. It's just again who he is as a character and a villain, and he loves that, and we love that about him. But no, I think that was something that was utilized for our players, for us. I think early in the season, it's more. I don't know why it continues to make the rounds, but it is what it is.
Just a couple of last questions from Michelle Sanchez, who's tuning in online. One for Josh and one for Julio. Julio first, if that's okay. Win or lose on Sunday, can you tell us what this season has meant to you on a personal level?
Well, I think this has been my best season in 5 years here in the MLS. Yeah. Mostly because I've been playing a lot, right? I think this is my first year playing that many games, and I'm happy with that. I'm so happy that I can be able to help the team to grow. I think I can see a lot from this team. We can reach a lot of things if we keep in the same way. So to me, it means a lot to be here.
That's awesome. And then last question for Josh. You've talked a lot about the support of the fans this year being a big boost for the club. Do you have a message to any of the traveling or non-traveling fans who will be tuning in this weekend?
Yeah, our fans, our supporter sections, this community in Austin has been incredible. But I can just again just look back on going to LAFC previously, Colorado when we went there for the first time last year, this year going to DC. Our fans travel in such great numbers and bring such great energy. We celebrate with them when we are in these stadiums, so we look forward to having them there again. They've been extremely influential here at Q2, but also impactful on the road for us. And I know they will come in full spirit and full voice and challenge the opposition in a good way. And again, they're a big part of why we've had success this year. There's no doubt about that. And unfortunately, we're not able to play at Q2 this game. Hopefully, we get the job done and have an opportunity to play a final here at Q2. But our supporters have been second to none this entire season as well as last season. So looking forward to seeing them again in LA.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Julio. Thank you to those in attendance, and thank you for those tuning in online. We'll see you Sunday.